tell you about the Skechers Go Run Max Road 4 Plus Hyper. I got it on my first try. That's a party right there. I love your shoes, but you gotta work on the name. Stay tuned, guys. I'll tell you why I love this shoe so much. Alright, guys. So I have a shoe that's actually kind of flown under the radar, in my opinion. Let's start with, so I love Skechers. They're a great shoe. I use them for everyday use, which is running errands, cleaning the house, working with my kids, going to work, and running. I love Skechers. They're very versatile. They are extremely comfortable walking, they're extremely comfortable running, and they serve the purpose in both ways. It's extremely lightweight. It's 6.7 ounces. When I put this on my foot, I literally don't feel it. So other shoes, I kind of feel like, well, you're bringing a little bit of weight with it because you're also getting some added durability and you're getting all that midsole cushioning. Not with this shoe. You get a thicker, chunkier midsole, but you also get responsiveness and you get comfort and it at a lightweight package, which is kind of unheard of. And the reason they're able to do this, which is that word hyper at the end, is because of the Hyper Burst midsole material that they use. So this midsole that they use is actually what they use the proprietary foam as Hyper Burst. So this is actually, if you type in Hyper on Skechers, you're going to find more of their expensive shoes because this is their newer cushioning. It's very responsive, but not dense. It's very comfortable, but not melt into the shoe. So it works very, very well. It comes in at $129, and honestly, that's an incredible price. Most shoes are around $150 to $159, and they just keep on going up. So I hope maybe in 2021, the positive will be is running shoes will maybe go downhill because they just slowly start escalating. I remember when a high price shoe was $79. So at $129 nowadays to get a kind of max cushion, so again, a lot of midsole cushioning, that's a pretty good price for a shoe. I will tell you why I think that's a great deal is because of this outsole. So the previous version that they had on this shoe was very similar, but they redid the upper and the bottom. So the durability here on the outsole they redid. On the outsole, they added this Goodyear rubber to these added areas that basically where our foot is going to hit the most and where we're going to basically hit, make traction, and basically rub off the midsole. So these add traction. And let me tell you, man, these things grip. From a slippery ER floor to a trail or a sidewalk with some slimy leaves, I can literally feel it's like they have like teeth on them and they're grabbing down and gripping that sidewalk or that trail or, like I said, that slippery just kind of ceramic porcelain floor. This Goodyear rubber is incredible for durability. So I could easily see that this would be an amazing trail shoe because of the durability that they've added here. So again, at $129, I think you're going to get a lot of bang for your buck and this shoe is going to last you for a while. The midsole comes in at 31 millimeters in the heel and 25 millimeters in the forefoot. So that's kind of like my happy medium. I kind of like that 30, high 20 for a midsole. I like that kind of max cushion, extra plush feel. That's my preference when I run. I do Ironmans, marathons. I like to put a lot of miles on my feet, but I also have to be very careful of my feet. I have to be very protective of them. I'm on my feet a lot. So the one thing that actually makes this shoe stand out for maybe like a Hoka, or I've been trying some Saucony shoes, is the M-Strike. So again, Hoka kind of has a similar shoe where it kind of encourages you to land midfoot and then propels you forward with the Meta Rocker. Well, this is a similar design. It wants you to land midfoot, hit that M-Strike, and then again, it kind of will propel you forward. This has more of kind of like a bevel to it, and I think you guys can see it, but that beveling just makes it so comfortable for running. And when I run, I just feel like if I hit midfoot, that's how I'm designed to run. That's how I'm going to decrease injuries. And I feel like Skechers does one of the best jobs of encouraging the runner to land correctly. Not only to be comfortable as a runner, but to land correctly and to help with injury prevention. And I feel like this shoe has that exaggerated midsole where it's really beveled in the back and then it kind of cradles itself up in the front to really help with that M-Strike technology. So in the previous versions, they had this one knitted hot mesh, or a hot mess. I didn't say hot mess, it's a hot mesh. But it was kind of a hot mess all together, because it was hot and I didn't care for the upper. It just felt too tight on my foot. I kind of felt like I was swimming around, but yet the laces were too tight on the top of my foot. It was just all wrong. Like, let's just put it that way. I just did not like the upper. I loved the midsole of that shoe, but I hated the upper. And I think a lot of people expressed their opinions that they enjoyed the shoe. They loved the Max Roads that Skechers had brought out previously. And they said, but give us a different upper. And Skechers is known to listen to their runners, to listen to their customers. And they did exactly that. They gave us the exact same midsole, but they fixed the upper. And it's this mono mesh material, and it's extremely comfortable, but very breathable. Like, I'll put it on my foot and it feels warm, but it never gets hot. So it has just that happy medium of being comfortable on my foot, keeping my foot warm, obviously in the winter, but not where it's overheating. It feels comfortable. So again, I got this a couple months ago. So we were in the 80s and 90s here in the Midwest where I live, and there was no problems whatsoever with heat. There is a molded heel counter that Skechers has as well, and I feel that it's been very comfortable. I don't have any heel slippage. I don't have any problems with feeling like I'm swimming around in the shoe. So it's a very nice molded heel. So overall, what I have to tell you about this shoe is I would give it a try. Not only is it $129, I think you have great durability with the Goodyear rubber on the outsole, but the midsole technology with the Hyperburst material, which I absolutely love. I've tried the Hyperburst in other shoes with the Razor, and now this shoe. I really enjoy the Hyperburst midsole. And with an improved upper that basically they just listened to their customers and gave them what they wanted, and it's exactly what we wanted. Like, if I could have pictured a shoe after having the previous version, this is what I could have imagined. And this is an incredibly comfortable shoe. I think you guys should give it a try. Again, I'm not sponsored. This is not affiliated. I'm not getting any kickback. This wasn't sent to me. This is my own opinion of my running shoes. I love running and I love shoes. And this is just my gosh darn opinion of what I think about running shoes, just to help you guys. So like I said, I use Running Warehouse. I'll tell you that almost all my shoe reviews are from Running Warehouse, just because they have such a great return policy. I can pick up a shoe that I'm maybe a little apprehensive or not sure that I'm going to be liking and might want to return. Running Warehouse is incredible. They give you the return label when you order the shoe, so you never feel like, oh, I got to go through the hassle to return it. They just give it to you initially. If you don't like it, pack it back up, put a label on it, ship it back. They'll give you a refund, and then you can search for something else. It's just that nice feeling of, this is a lot of money I'm spending, but I know that they're going to treat me correctly if for some reason I don't like this shoe. So you guys should give it a try. Skechers Go Run Max 4 Plus Hyper is a shoe that I definitely recommend, and you guys should give it a try. Just don't hold the shoe like I am, because God only knows what's on the bottom. So I'm going to go sanitize my hands for the next 90 minutes to get all the gunk off of my hands, and I will see you guys on the next review. Bye guys, have a great weekend.